Hello everyone, and welcome to the random roller coaster review for September of 2024. This time, we will be reviewing Twisted Timbers at King's Dominion, so let's just jump right into this. Twisted Timbers is a hybrid coaster built by Rocky Mountain Construction, or RMC. The ride stands at a height of 111 feet, reaches a top speed of 54 miles per hour, and covers 3,361 feet of track with 3 inversions. As for the queue, you enter in under the Twisted Timbers sign and arch into what's supposed to be a haunted apple orchard, and for the most part, the queue is windy and goes through the structure of the coaster. And in the infield, there is a section of cattle pen before crossing back through the coaster and into the metal box of a station. The trains aren't the greatest, as they are the original dual steering axles, so they ride very smooth, but they have the old restraints, so they aren't the most comfortable, but they could be worse. I do enjoy the theming of an old and rusted truck. Now, let's jump into the actual ride portion of this review. After the train dispatches from the station, it enters a 180-degree descending turn to the right before climbing the lift. The train then crests the lift and enters a 180-degree banked right-hand turn high in the air before the ride enters a barrel roll down drop. The down drop has decent hang time and whip before the train pulls out forcefully and enters into a tiny bunny hop, delivering a strong ejector pop and amazing laterals at the same time. The train then pulls up into a high sideways turn around the front of the station, delivering some good positives on the entry and some decent laterals. The train then goes over another lateral bunny hop similar to the first. It then enters 3 massive back-to-back camelback airtime hills behind the lift hill. These deliver amazing sustained ejector over every single one. And on the last hill, the track doesn't go all the way to the ground, but ends off in a little off-axis bunny hop, delivering a sharp ejector pop and some whip. The train then ascends into a small cutback style element where the train begins to turn before whipping upside down, while continuing to turn before whipping back out and exiting the turn, now headed back towards the station. The train then goes into another small camelback while turning, delivering more lateral airtime. Afterward, the train hops up with a sharp pop of ejector before going into 2 high off the ground off-axis airtime hills with amazing whip and more ejector airtime. The train then goes over a low-to-the-ground camelback with more amazing sustained ejector. It then whips quickly to the right and turns before whipping into a left-hand outer banked airtime hill while continuing right, delivering absolutely insane whip and ejector before whipping back right again. Afterwards, there's another small bunny hop with an ejector pop before a floaty yet whippy 0G roll. The train then goes through 2 whippy right-hand individual turns that provide more good whip. It then traverses a tiny bunny hop before one last final small camelback and a last ejector pop into the brakes, all of which deliver amazing ejector airtime. Overall, Twisted Timbers is a really fun coaster with amazing whip and ejector airtime throughout. The ride really feels like a mini Steel Vengeance with the shaping and amount of ejector, but to me, Twisted T destroys Steel V with just a nice mix of elements where Steel is so repetitive in the second half, but Twisted has just such a nice combination of hills mixed with unique turns and inversions. Last year, Twisted Timbers ranked 7 out of 232. So I definitely really enjoy this coaster and hope to get back for more rides soon. But that's all for this time, and I'll see you all next time on another adventure.